You know, I've never really cared for Justin Trudeau, and I'm glad that the events over the last week have made a lot of other people realize that he's kind of an asshole. The specific thing that happened that created this massive amount of backlash was he was in a town hall, which he's been doing for the past couple weeks. And there was a woman there who was just talking to him about this sort of quasi-church thing that she was a part of. And at one point, she said that it was going to be for the betterment of mankind or such and such. And Trudeau interrupted her and said, "Hang on, we don't use the word mankind around here. We use people kind." And of course, the audience, being Trudeau fangirls, just like that. After that, the internet, though, they were not amused, and I would like to think anyone with a brain was not amused. After that, and after that had been shown, just people were pissed at him. There were several distinct groups. The group the media wants you to know was, oh, well, those dirty conservatives trying to propagandize against Trudeau. Because how dare he be politically correct and use the term people kind instead of mankind? Why? They're obviously misogynists and they don't like to be reminded that women exist. And then on the other end, the group that the media doesn't want you to know that was pissed was feminists themselves. Why? Well, because Trudeau did a naughty. He mansplained about people kind to her. Naughty, naughty, Trudeau, you aren't feministing right. I'm not joking. Either the next day or the day after, he apologized for it and said, "Oh, well, that was just a bad joke. I'm sorry. I'm known for making bad jokes at bad times." First, if you know you do that, don't. But second, I call bullshit. The only reason you're apologizing is because you upset the wrong people. So you're trying to make good with them. Because I can guarantee you, if it was just the evil, dirty conservatives that he upset, he would not have said anything. In fact, he would have kept going and egging it on. Because Trudeau is an asshole like that. He is a snarky, uptight dickweed. I don't have the vernacular required to describe how much of a jackass he is. It's like that one kid in high school, the cool kid, who knew he was the cool kid, so he just went out of his way to be a jackass to everybody else. Because he knew that he was untouchable. That's Trudeau. He knows he is a good-looking guy. He knows he's saying all the right things. He knows he's rather charismatic. So he's just as much of an arrogant asshole as he possibly can be. Because that's what he's always done. I've seen so many instances of Trudeau being a jackass. My favorite being when he was at another town hall meeting in, I believe it was Quebec. I don't know my Canadian provinces, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Where he was just speaking French, because that's the one area that French and English are the standard languages, but more people seem to speak French. So he was just answering everything in French. And a woman asked him, well, what am I supposed to do as a person born and raised here who only speaks English? I can't find services that will speak to me in English. I'm having a difficult time finding anyone to help me in English. Those kind of things. And he answered her in French. He refused to speak to her in English after she made it abundantly clear she don't speak it. That was my favorite instance of Trudeau being an asshole, and for some reason that didn't get nearly as much backlash as Trudeau mansplaining, God, I hate that term, people kind to a feminist. I really hope that people see this and remember that this is how Trudeau really is. He's an arrogant, obnoxious jackass. That's how he's always been. That's how he always will be. I get why he's popular. I just wish people would see past that and look at the real Trudeau, because that he just really annoys me with everything he does. I know it's not going to happen. I know people are still going to fangirl over him because, oh, isn't he dreamy? But I can hope, can't I? This has been Math Machine. Being a hipster and saying I hated Trudeau before was popular. Peace out.